Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steff. I would love to have you become part of our makeup family, so be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. So today I'm going to be doing a full face, practically a full face of Maybelline makeup, and the reason for today's video is because Maybelline dropped these new little shadow blocks over on Amazon. I've only seen them on Amazon. I haven't seen them yet at other retailers, but I picked up 3 out of the 5 little blocks that were released. So these blocks are all inspired by New York City. So this one right here is the green stack, which of course I had to get the green one. This one is called 26 and Madison Avenue, and each of them come with 3 shadows and they are taped. So let me take that off. So here's what the matte green shade looks like. And then the next shade is this really pretty, like a champagne shimmer. And then the top shade is like a matte bone shade. So I believe there's going to be 2 mattes and 1 shimmer in each block. This next one is the purple one, and this one is called Broadway and Prince St. So here we have a very pale pink matte. And then in the middle, ooh, that is a pretty shimmer shade. And then on the bottom, I think this is going to be a deep matte. Actually, no. Oh, it is a matte, but it's a very light matte. Okay, so there is this purple stack. This one is West 4th and Perry Street. So here is the top shade. It is a matte. Here is the middle shade. Ooh, that looks really pretty. And then here's the bottom shade. That looks pretty too. This looks like a nice little stack. So again, 5 different stacks that were released. I got 3 out of the 5, and I'm gonna do a look using each stack because they are intended to be like a one and done type of little block. Although feel free to mix and match them should you get, you know, more than one. And we're gonna see if these are worth your time and your 10 bucks. Well, $10.50, because I think that was about the price I paid on Amazon. So let's get started with today's video, guys. I will of course have all the makeup that I'm using linked in the description box in case you want to check any of it out. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And guys, one last thing, in my last video where I was using this new palette, the Evil Mermaid palette from Clarity Cosmetics, I mentioned that I was messing with my audio settings. I ended up getting a new microphone, so this video that you're watching is being filmed with a new microphone. So if you guys can please do me another favor, let me know what you think about the audio quality of today's video. Guys, any feedback that you can offer me as far as the quality of my videos go, I really appreciate it. And thank you all so much, those of you that commented about the audio in my last video. I appreciate it. I made some tweaks, so hopefully today's video is a lot better. If you guys want to see these new Maybelline shadow blocks in action, keep on watching. Alright guys, so there are a couple things that I don't have from Maybelline, one of them being a primer. So I'm going to go in with this one from NYX. This is the Plump Right Back Primer. Now for foundation, I'm going to go in with this one from Maybelline. This is one that I've really been enjoying using. This is the Super Stay Active Wear Foundation. It says it's going to last up to 30 hours. I will never wear my foundation for 30 hours, but this does get me a good workday's wear, and it is pretty full coverage. The shade I'm going to be using is a 112 Natural Ivory. And I'm going to be using this AOA Studio brush. This is the what is this? The F4. This is from Shop Miss A. And I feel like this shade is a little light for me. I've been getting a little bit of color, been spending more time outdoors, but we'll make it work for today. I'm just building up the sides of my cheeks a little bit. This is where I have old acne scars and minor discoloration. And I'm just pressing over the entire face with my damp makeup sponge just to make sure everything is as seamless as possible. Now for concealer, I'm going to use the sister concealer to this foundation. This is a Super Stay Active Wear, and I have 2 shades in this one. I have shade 1 and shade 11, and 11 is the one I'm going to use today. Now I don't have a Maybelline setting powder, so I'm going to use this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Maybelline City Bronzer, and I have the shade 200. I believe this is the middle shade. And I'm using the BK Beauty 107 to apply. For blush, I'm going to use this one from Maybelline. It is the Fit Me blush in the shade Nude. And I'm going to use the Refer 04 to apply. This is such a beautiful blush. Beautiful shade. For highlighter, I'm going to use this one from Maybelline. It is the Master Chrome Highlighter in the shade 250. And I'm using the AOA Studio F19 brush to apply. Now I'm going to give my face a spritz with the Maybelline Glass Finishing Spray. Alright guys, I don't have any Maybelline brow products, so I'm going to hop off camera, take care of the brows, and then we will start creating 3 looks with these new shadow blocks. Alright guys, so brows are on. I will have what I used in the description box. I used something from e.l.f. and something from Milani, and I did prime my eyelids already with the Juvias Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer in the shade 1. So we're going to start with West 4th and Perry Street. And let's see, let me just make sure. So here is the matte shade. And here's the other matte shade. So I'm going to start with the top one. I'm going to work that in the crease, and then I'm going to go in with the bottom one, and that's going to be the outer corner. And I'm using a BK Beauty A503. Alright, so I'm building up this shade, and I think this is as deep as it's going to get, which I think it actually looks like it's true to its shade in the pan. And this is obviously more so as a transition shade, and I think that applied fairly well. No issues, not really any kick up in the pan. I think it looks pretty good. So on a BK A502, I'm going in with the bottom shade. I'm going to focus that out here, and I am going to blend it into the crease. This is a really pretty shade, and I think these pair perfectly with one another. Now I am going to be using both of these matte shades on the lower lash line as well. So I'm using a BK 204 for this darker shade. And I'm using a little BH Cosmetics pencil brush for the lighter matte. Alright, now look at this beautiful shimmer shade. This actually looks like a nice little trio of shades, and so far these two have applied really well. I'm really anxious to put this on the lid as well as on the inner corner. I'm using a damp Morphe M124. So I pick the product up, and then I spray the brush with some setting spray. Although I don't think I sprayed, I think I sprayed a little too above the brush. That is a beautiful shade. What a nice little trio, guys. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think I was expecting this. And you know what? I'm not gonna take that shade on the inner corner. I think I'm just gonna reach for the highlighter that I used, which is also from Maybelline, and I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight. Perfect. Okay, nice. I'm impressed. I'm gonna add some mascara, some eyeliner, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look. Alright guys, here's the completed look. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I did add some of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This one is in the shade Amber. I love these glosses. I have a couple of them. really amazing glosses, but I'm loving the way this look turned out. For eyeliner, I went in with this one from Maybelline. This is the Hyper Easy brush tip liner. My brush tip is a bit of a mess. So the line came out a little thicker than I intended, and I'm also wearing one of their latest mascaras, which is not my favorite. This is the Curl Bounce, the Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. It's just okay. I definitely prefer the Sky High mascara, but I just use that so often that I wanted to try using this in today's video. But I'm really impressed with the look. I really love the way this palette performed. So far, this is West 4th and Perry Street. Thumbs up for this one. This is a pretty good one. Now let's move into the green one. I bet you thought I was going to do the green one first, but we're going to move into this one next for the left eye. So this green palette is called 26 and Madison. So this is just a bone shade, which I wish was a different shade because I don't really need that. And then of course we have this beautiful green. So what was the center? And that's the center shade. This is the only shimmer. I think I'm gonna do the green all over the lid. So I'm gonna apply first this bone color shade. I'm just gonna do it all over, and then I'm gonna just be packing the green on the lid, blending it into the crease, and then we'll apply the shimmer shade like on the center or something. And I'm using a BK201 to apply this shade. Again, I'm just gonna be taking it all the way up and all the way down. It'll help to set the primer as well. Now I'm using a BK203 to start packing the green. All right, so I thought this green was gonna be a little bit deeper. Do you think it's the same? Let me keep building. I think a black, gray, and white little stack would have been nice. The other two were very neutral. I think one was like a brown, and then one was lighter than this one that I just used. One of them kind of reminded me of like the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and that was the one that was lighter than this one. Okay, so I think that's building up. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna move now to a rougher 14 so I can start like shaping the crease a bit. Actually, it's a rougher 13. All right, so not bad. That came together. That's actually very pretty. All right, so now I'm gonna pick up some of this shade with my finger. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna try picking some up on a damp brush next. This is the damp Morphe M124. So you to get a little bit more payoff like that. You do whatever is easier for you. That's pretty, very pretty. Okay, now for the lower lash line, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go in with the green. I don't have any more options. The green and then this middle shade for the inner corner. Using a BK204. I'll just stop right there. I'm using a damp Repher 03. I love how it kind of looks lime green. Or not lime green, but like a light green mixed with the dark matte green. Ooh, that really came together. Let me add some liner. Of course, I'm gonna use some green liner and some more Colossal mascara, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. All right, guys, so here's the completed look number 2. I tried to do a really thin line with that messed up eyeliner. I think I did okay, minus this little area, but it's okay. It'll do. For the lower waterline, I went in with this e.l.f. What is this one? The No Budge Shadow Stick. This is from that Mint Melt collection. I think this was released last year, and it's in the shade Mint For You. I think you can still find this on the e.l.f. website, so if it's there, I'll have it linked. Some more of the same mascara, and this is a completed look. Wow, guys, look at these two looks. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think I was expecting this. Like, I'm really impressed with these two. I really love the way the looks turned out, and you're only using 3 shadows. This one is more like 2 shadows because I really don't think that the top shade, which is the bone color, yeah, I mean, this doesn't really count. So 2 shades pretty much for this look. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna remove this eye and then I'll come back and we'll start working with the purple palette. All right, guys, so this next block is called Broadway and Prince St. So let me see, what are we working with? So this is the lightest shade. It is a matte. And then this one is like a mid-tone, like a blurple maybe. So I think I'm gonna do, this will make a good inner corner highlight as well as a brow bone highlight. So I think I'm gonna save it towards the end, and I'm gonna work this one in the crease. And then this shade, the one in the middle, is the shimmer shade. I don't know that I like this color story. Let's try it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let me go in with the shade first. And I'm taking that on a rougher 01. Alright, so that's not bad. I think it does look true to its shade in the pan. But this is definitely not going to be a dramatic look. It's going to be very light. You know what? I'm just going to put this all over. So now I'm going to go in with the shimmer shade all over the lid. I'm also going to blend that a bit in the crease. Now I feel like this is maybe more of a satin than a shimmer. So let's see. Maybe this isn't the right brush to use. Actually, I'm just going to use the same Rephr 01. I do think the 2 shades together are pretty, but you know, I would have given up that like white shade for a deeper plum. All right, so I feel like I'm gonna have to jazz this up with some eyeliner a bit. But you know what? That's pretty good payoff from that satin shade. It's definitely not a shimmer, it's more of a satin. Now on this little Beach Cosmetics brush, I'm gonna go in the white, put that there. A little bit up here. That looks good too. Okay, so, you know, not everything needs to be dark and dramatic. I get it. I guess this isn't too bad after all. All right, now with that same brush, I'm gonna go back in with the middle shade. And I'm gonna use that down here on the lash line. As I don't remember if I told you, somehow I think I forgot. The first look that I did, the eyeliner that I used for the lower waterline was this one from LA Girl. It's a lip liner, a Shockwave lip liner, and it's in the shade Rosewood. I don't think I'll use it for this look, but I just wanted to mention that because I have a feeling I forgot to mention it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna add liner, touch up the mascara, and I'll be right back to show you this third and final look. Alright guys, here's the completed look number 3. I don't know how I managed to do a wing, but I managed with this messed up eyeliner. I'm gonna toss it. I was just saving it because, you know, I knew I was gonna do a Maybelline video soon, so I just wanted to save it for this video, but I do need to replace it later on. It's a good eyeliner, I just messed up the brush tip. So that's what I have on the top lash line, same bounce mascara. For the lower waterline, I went in with a very similar pencil to this LA Girl. I think if you have one, you don't really need the other, but this one is from NYX. It is the Epic Wear Eyeliner, and this one is in the shade Dusty Mauve. This is the look, a very soft look, definitely no depth. Again, not everything has to be dark and dramatic. This is more of like a whimsical look. I think if you have maybe some pressed glitter that you want to play with, or maybe even these Jelly Much shadows from ColourPop, the Star Wars collection, you can place them on the center of the lid, maybe do a little bit on the inner corner, but I am liking the matte white on the inner corner and the brow bone. I think that's a nice touch. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and share with you guys my final thoughts on this full face of Maybelline makeup, and most importantly, the new shadow blocks. Alright guys, so after this full face of Maybelline makeup, I think the makeup looks great. These are some products that I truly do enjoy using. I love the concealer, the foundation, I love the highlighter, I love that glass finishing spray, the bronzer, the blush. Very beautiful products, and they are products that I reach for on the regular. As far as the mascara, this is probably the least favorite thing out of the entire look, and of course the eyeliner, I just need to get a new one, but it is a really good brush tip eyeliner. In case you're looking for a new black liner, it's a very fine tip liner. Now, the shadow blocks, I'm pretty impressed. I wasn't expecting this from the shadow blocks. Really nice. I think the green one, and the thing with this is they don't have the names on them, so I'm just calling it green, but it represents, like, what was it, 4th Street and Perry? I don't even remember. They're on Amazon, but the green one, amazing. Really love that one. And then the first one I used, which was this one right here, this is like the more burgundy leaning one. This was beautiful. I would have to say these are the top 2 out of the 3 that I tried. This one right here, the purple one, for me, it would be a companion one. So I think I would use this maybe paired with the burgundy, even paired with the green, or maybe you're gonna pick up one of the other 2 that I didn't pick up. Those are definitely more neutral leaning ones, but this was, I felt, the weaker of the 3. These were definitely my favorites, and I'll have the shades in the description box. They will be linked to Amazon because that is where I picked them up. I haven't seen them go to Ulta yet, but you can check your local drugstore to see if maybe they're at Walgreens or CVS or Rite Aid. We don't have Rite Aid where I live, or maybe even in your local grocery store. If you're from Texas, go to HEB, see if they have them there, but I'm gonna give them 2 thumbs up. The first 2 I tried, 2 thumbs up. This one, I'll just give it a 1 thumbs up, but I thought it's a nice idea. These are very similar to, I think, Melt has some stack eyeshadows, and Kaja has some stack eyeshadows. Of course, they're not $10. They're way more than that, but you know, it's different. It's different from Maybelline, and I think it's a cute little release. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Which palette was your favorite? What are some of your all-time favorite Maybelline products? I know a lot of you out there, you have Holy Grail Maybelline makeup in your stash. Leave it in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.